This week's Whole 9 break is going to be a little different. A lot of you guys are always asking about Greta and what the van life is like. So today we are going to do Cribs Broke YouTube Disc Golfer Edition. So come on in, I'll give you the full tour. All right guys, so welcome inside Greta, and you have to have the essentials. One, you need your stickers. You're not gonna have anyone to give them out to, but it still makes you feel good to have them on standby, you know what I mean? And two, you need a companion. Because if you're gonna give up modern day life, you're also gonna give up your entire social life, so you need a companion to keep you company at all times on the road. Three, you need sriracha, because life is gonna get really boring and this will help spice it up for you. Always keep it in the cup holder for any situation that is necessary. Also, keep a towel ready because your heat is probably not gonna work. So when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna have a ton of frost and dew all over the windshield and you can't see a thing, so you need this to wipe it off. And finally, always leave your wallet in plain sight, because if someone breaks into the van, they're gonna realize how poor you are and they might feel bad enough that they'll actually put money in there for you to spend. So always leave it in plain sight. Now listen, on your passenger seat, you always keep a chair on the chair, you know what I mean? You'll never know when you need a secondary chair that's also mobile. And then you take your electric tea kettle that you bring with you everywhere to make your ramen noodles, because that's pretty much all you're gonna eat. So make sure you always have this thing ready to go. Also, very important, get a privacy screen. You do not want someone scoping out your van looking for your ramen noodle stash. Believe it or not, that's a real thing when you're always sleeping at rest areas and truck stops. The noodles are worth gold in a situation like that. That will also block all usage of the rear view mirror. But listen, when you have a van this big, who cares? You're driving forwards, not backwards. So don't worry about that detail at all. It's completely irrelevant. And most importantly, your radio is also probably not going to work. So always hang your little disc speaker right up here, so that way you have some tunes on the road. And now inside the side doors, a lot of people think you got some nice bed in there, a microwave, all kinds of fancy stuff. No. That's what the front seat's for. You can sleep there free of charge all the time. And so this is bulk storage for when your ramen noodles go on sale. You know what I mean? Because sometimes at full price, they're just too expensive. So when they go on sale, boom, you're stocked up. This should get me through the week. So, I mean, this was a big score. Now let's move on to the back. Now guys, to finish up the tour, we have the back hatch, which has the refrigerator in it. So, we have the beautiful Yeti, of course. Now there's no ice in it because we can't afford anything that actually needs to be refrigerated. Why? Because we bought the Yeti. But second and most important, we have the custom disc golf bag holder. This is really the backbone of the van and the only reason we got the van in the first place. Now listen, don't think the Yeti goes to waste. It does work great as, you guessed it, disc storage to keep some of these old crappy DX discs around that you're never gonna use. And you also use it to store your sriracha. So that's the key, that's the components, and the only true way to use a Yeti.